Hello, this is Monsayer. Today we like into some Twitter drama around AI. I'll give my own opinion on this, and also please subscribe and follow me on all of these platforms. And I'll pause a lot during this video, so bear with me. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Hey, what's up guys, Riff here. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the leaflet situation, or as Asmongold would say, the leaflet situation. But this is someone who I'm sure most of you are aware of. We have a very overlapping audience. But it comes to me with a very heavy heart that things have gone too far. That's right, leaflet has gone too far, and I'm going to join the countless ankle-biting, 100-follower, virtue-signaling VTweeters who are currently attacking her to the point of trending on Twitter. Why, you ask? Why such a big shakeup, Rev? Well, I want to be on the right side of history, that's right. Because all the good people, the self-proclaimed good people, are very mad at Leaflet for reasons that'll be very obvious in just a second. So, what did Leaflet do in this situation? Well, she has provided means to make VTubing more accessible. Yes, that is her irredeemable crime. Now, this comes in the context of a very loud debate in the VTubing scene about AI. And people, as we've seen, are virtue signaling about this. It's mostly nobody VTubers and VTweeters who have very strong opinions about this subject, basically saying, you're not a VTuber, you're not a content creator, and you're even a terrible person for ever using AI. Now, Leaflet, who has used AI to produce some...
That's the pause, is what are they on? You're a bad person with using AI? That's crazy. What's considered bad when using AI? You're not committing some sort of crime? What the?
Very funny content, music videos, etc. came out with something very useful, a very useful tool. And if it's not obvious already, I'm being very facetious when I say I'm canceling or disavowing Leaflet, okay? But she says this, I'm making a program that is a bridge between PNG tubing and live 2D. It's called envtuber. You can make a model in less than 30 minutes and add new emotes in less than 5. And she presented this video showing off the software, and this is a really great thing. For those who don't know, PNG tubing is when you literally have a PNG still image while you're waiting to get a 2D live VTuber model, okay? That's kind of the entry point for a lot of people before they get into VTubing. But Leaflet, free of charge and by her own efforts, is providing a tool to bridge that gap. And a lot of people are very appreciative of this. Banana Juju saying, Leaf working her magic and changing VTubing forever. We love to see it. I am nothing but amazed of everything she has accomplished so far. Here's another one saying, man, if I had this when I was PNG tubing. The system I came up with used OBS hotkeys and a ton of animated GIFs I paid for. This looks way more user-friendly.
Yeah.
Here's another one saying, Leaflet really is a creator of the people. First, she makes a TTRPG Angel Sword for free, and it gets constant updates. Now she is making this for free. If this is what Quangos mean when they say someone is a grifter, we need more grifters. I cannot wait to try it.
Thanks.
And here's another one saying, Leaf out here casually destroying the VGen Mafia. She's releasing it for free. Riggers, as in VTuber riggers, are quaking right now. And yes, they were. To the point of Leaflet trending on Twitter. And of course, when a VTuber, a problematic one like Leaflet, is trending, it brings out the Quangos, as mentioned in the previous post, who are here to virtue signal. But I want to start with this post from Leaflet showing a screenshot that really encapsulates this entire debate. One person mad at Leaflet, quoting her, saying, More AI in the VTuber space, a big slap in the face to customizable model makers, asset makers, riggers, artists, etc. And then in the related Discover More tab that was attached underneath, that same VTuber says, I put in a commission request for PNG VTuber on VGen and no word back after a week. Not even a message. Ugh. So I canceled it. I'm upset. It was so cute. And there you have it, right? People are literally trying to virtue signal and cancel Leaflit for providing a free AI-based tool while
Wow.
providing an alternative that they're upset about themselves because it's not working out. At the end of the day, a lot of people would like to work with more artists, but it's very pricey, or
Yeah.
they're getting canceled and their request denied because of wrongthink. We have seen so many artists refuse to work with people for their political beliefs or being problematic, what have you. But a tool like that provided by Leaflit gets rid of all that. It gets rid of the virtue signaling because it's a very
Yeah.
real thing. A lot of people want to work with artists, but artists have made it very clear, I won't work with you if you're problematic. And even if I do, I'm going to charge a lot. So
Yeah, I seen that happen a lot on Twitter. It's like nitpicking. That's why people are leaning towards AI. Because, not everyone's gonna have clean record on Twitter. I mean, I said some pretty problematic things in my past. I won't tie it back up. Pretty sales go. Yeah, like, no wonder why people use this, because it's hard to look for artists. It's not gonna nitpick you, because was involved in drama. People want their, model and not be ignored. Yeah, I can see why. They're doing this to themselves,
this
to be
provided, but
honest.
people are really mad about it. This user saying, anybody saying, wow, this is amazing, needs a history lesson. This is Leaflit. She spent the last year glazing AI for her own pathetic, lifeless projects, and this is no different. The entire thing is AI based. AI is not a magic wand to VTubing, and that's true.
Yeah.
It's not a magic wand. You still have to make content, but if this bridges the gap and allows people to get to a starting point easier, wouldn't that be a good thing? But
Yes,
this
it
person
would
is
be.
getting destroyed. 58 likes versus 167
Wow.
comments. Leaflet saying, Mom Spaghetti. Another comment saying, it clearly is, and this is the worst it's going to be. The next version is going to be better, and then eventually the AI version will be superior to the traditional live 2D. Clearly it is, LOL. I'm going to keep it real with you, Chief. They are bodying you in the comments, and you deserve it. Also, who is this judging others? A 33-year-old he/they with 100 followers. Like, I'm not here to follow shame, but there is definitely a clear pattern where people with no measured success are coming out and attacking people like Leaflit for providing free resources to get your career going. And speaking of career, who is this policing the VTubing scene? Someone with no content. I checked out their Twitch link.
That's
No content.
crazy.
The page is not even there. Like, who is this?
That's
But here's
crazy.
another
Really
VTuber
crazy.
saying, can we stop bringing AI into every single creative field? The VTubing community is quite literally built on real human art and hundreds of artists' work. Pick up a pen / serious. And
I got a body this one too, but I'm gonna say this. No one has the time to pick up a pen. You can't learn drawing with just a snap of a finger. It takes months or even years depending how much the person dedicates on drawing. No one wants to spend so much time learning how to draw, animate, rig. No one has the time for that when some people have high school, college, jobs. It's hard because, not everyone has that free time. But also, if they're hating AI, that means they hate Miura-sama, because she is definitely in AI, and they're definitely calling Vito a bad person, because he's the one that also is great at AI. So, I don't know why they're not hating Miura-sama, but oh gosh.
Of course, they mention VTubing community. There's no such thing as a VTubing community. There's only a VTubing scene. If you're focused on a greater community, which often consists of a bunch of virtue signalers in that related scene, you're already missing the mark. Focus on your own community. Big mistake right here. But this idea of just pick up a pen, well, you know what? Some people are not artists. Some people are looking for alternatives to the traditional sources, and that's what Leaflit is providing. But also, who are you? Another 100 follower person trying to speak on behalf of the quote-unquote VTuber community. But here's another VTuber saying, soulless piece of trash is what I think this is. Even if you excuse the use of generative AI, as in, I can't draw, that's why I'm using it, there is so many custom models you can get for dirt cheap. Well, you know what? There's also this option, and people are choosing this option over traditional means because it's easier, it's cheaper, and it's more accessible.
I'm gonna say this again, but I have to, because I need to put my opinion on it. If you don't want any see in the closet, there's a link on the description with the original video. So, there is rules to cheap models. There are free models out there that cost $0. There is. But no one wants that because you don't generally own that model. There's gonna be like guidelines and rules for it. And in my personal opinion, most people really want to own their own VTuber model and have their own unique model and make it able to have merch of it. Because if they're super limited, you can tell me different.
And again, you look at the accounts. I mean, the virtue signaling is there. The first thing they want you to know is that they don't support AI, and they has 300 followers. Again, not trying to shame someone for being a low follower account, but like, there's definitely a pattern here. The people so mad about this seem to have one thing in common, and it's that their concept is not proven to be tangibly successful. Here's another one saying, not only is this disrespectful to the VTuber cultural as a whole, but trash like this is why computers and phones are stupid expensive now. Wait a second.
What? No, Dad.
Papa John's.
That made me feel hungry.
You're blaming Leaflit for phones being expensive. You think
That's
this
crazy.
entire scenario is the reason why phones are expensive nowadays? I mean, this is like Hassan blaming Israel for everything. Like, really?
Oh boy.
You're gonna blame a problematic VTuber for the price of phones? I think it's a bit of a reach.
Yeah.
But of course, Leaflit, as she does with other projects, comes out with a 30-plus minute long update to her system, improving things and providing more resources for people. And of course, the usual suspects are still very upset. You have this VTuber rigger here saying, I hate this. There are hundreds of free VTuber models and assets out there made by artists. You don't need to use AI to be a VTuber. Well, that's your opinion.
Yeah.
And of course, people chose a different route than you. And of course, you hate this so much, and yet in the replies, you promote your own Twitch channel. Like,
Shameless.
you hate the situation so much that you can't help but try to promote yourself in the replies. And it's always funny to see the reply from the original poster getting 8 likes on 2,200 views. Like, no one actually cares about the actual content and supporting it. It's more about getting likes for the virtue signal post. No one cares about the follow through or the actual content whatsoever. And of course, this person is angry at a free option to get VTubers going because, well, they are a VTuber rigger themselves. This sort of technology, this sort of tool is literally putting them out of business And yet, they're so mad about it, they're crashing out on people like Leaflit instead of just promoting their own experience, their own
Crazy.
portfolio. Like,
Like, that's super obvious. Why they're not focusing on themselves, but they're just focusing on just hating. You're not achieving anything by doing this. You're not trying to grow as an artist. This is good
if
as
you're
the
such a better
every-
option
but
and a
the-
better route, your work should speak for itself, but clearly
Yeah.
they're pretty insecure about that. Here's another quote saying, OMG, it looks uncanny. AI does not belong in the VTuber / art space. Well, that's according to you with 200 followers. Again, not shaming, just a pattern being recognized. Here's another one saying, this is very disturbing.
Ow.
Really? This is very disturbing to you? Anyways, they continue saying, I saw this account being followed by bigger VTubers and VTube Studio itself, which VTube Studio is the program I'm using right now to live record what I'm using right here, my VTuber model. This is the source basically every VTuber uses, so that's got a sting. And they say, I'm so confused. That account is pro AI? Hello? I thought those VTubers and artists don't support AI. Huh? Well, clearly you don't have much of a pulse on the VTubing scene. And of course, imagine the shock when a lot of the bigger VTubers, including the account running VTube Studio, just doesn't care. At the end of the day, people don't really care. If you're using whatever source, people don't really care if you're entertaining and you're providing content. And unfortunately, a lot of people in the VTubing scene, they focus way more on what VTubers are saying and what's getting likes rather than the reality. Because the reality is, if you're entertaining, no one really cares. They just want content. And virtue signaling about AI on Twitter is not content people enjoy. But the virtue signaling continues. This person saying, free block lists. Ah, yes. Make sure to alienate yourself from VTubers and virtue signal about this, and also try to block people who are supporting this, but clearly you're not too invested because you didn't block Leaflit. You had to make this quote and interact for what? Attention, I guess. But here's another one saying, if you support this, unfollow me right now, please. There's so many free options, and I myself have been donated customizable models from kind people to start out as a VTuber. You don't need this AI garbage. Well, here's the thing. You got a lucky break. You're literally admitting it, that you got given models for free. So what if you don't get models for free?
Yeah.
Maybe you should find a free resource like this. I don't know. But of course, you can see the, if you support this, unfollow me right now. Is anyone actually doing that? Like, seriously, does anyone see this and it's like, oh, jeez. I am following this person, but I do support Leaflet's post. I guess I'm going to have to unfollow. It's just, it's all for virtue signaling.
Yeah.
Meet the modern parent. Her focus on what matters, laser sharp.
Good to do the surgery?
That's all it is. But here's another one saying, this is insulting to VTubing, as being a VTuber has always involved real artists making amazing models, not slop like this. And of course, the same person, when getting bodied in their own replies, says muting this or whatever the other critters say. I know I'm getting bodied or whatever, but you guys in the comments, you do you. If you don't want to learn arts and feel proud of what you've created and just have a machine do it for you, have fun with trying to copyright your VTuber. I don't really think that is something these individuals are too worried about, but it seems like live and let live is not really your stance. I mean, it seems like it's the opposite. You're mad about people using this. You're calling it slop and trying to virtue signal about it. Seems a bit hypocritical. But of course, Leaflit would weigh in on this, saying the reason people are so militantly anti-AI is because it brutally exposes their lack of impetus. No more excuses. The walls are crashing down. One is forced to face the monster of their own inaction and lack of drive. And she adds on this reply saying, you can see when they go mask off, that it's all about maintaining the keys to their kingdom, where this user says, because AI removes any meaning or value to talent, it put the most talented and talentless people on equal footing regarding the result. And she says, good. Now, of course, this is a very convoluted subject, and I know it's one that people feel very strongly about, so I'm very interested in what you guys have to say, but I think the pattern of behavior and the outrage here is very recognizable. We've seen this a million times before in the VTubing scene and across content creation, but anyways, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, please consider giving the video.
Okay. I like this video. Well, I will have my own opinions as this as well. Complaining never works. If you say try to prove that you are a better option than this AI application, because if you don't prove and you just say these words, the words have no meaning. Because people like free option. They don't want to spend their hard-earning money on something they don't know if they're gonna succeed in or not. But anyway, this is my personal opinion. If you have any feedback, take to a one. Bye.
The world outside is painted white, a silent hush of fading light. Winter's breath upon the pane, whispers of a coming rain or snow, depending on mood. Long shadows stretch the days.